Hello, my name is Madeline, and this is my speech about how stress affects our sleep. Sleep is vital to our routine. Sleep recharges our bodies and helps keep us healthy. When we are sleep impaired, our bodies do not function correctly, and it harms us not only physically, but mentally. So, today we're going to dive into how stress affects our sleep, what poor sleep causes, and how to improve our rest. So, stress and sleep has what we call a reciprocal relationship, which means that they go hand in hand. According to the Doctor's Guide to Sleep Solutions for Stress and Anxiety, stress causes lack of sleep, and lack of sleep causes issues with dealing with stress. We need sleep to recharge our body, and when our body is not properly charged, it is harder for us to deal with stress. So let's focus on how stress specifically affects our sleep. According to the article Predicting Sleep Quality from Stress and Prior Sleep, stress during the day is not what affects our sleep, but it's bringing it home and worrying about it before we go to bed that does. Our mind needs to rest, and when we worry before we go to sleep, our mind stays active. Stress and the lack of sleep is a vicious cycle. According to the Doctor's Guide to Sleep Solutions for Stress and Anxiety, stress and the lack of sleep creates a cycle of tension that is hard for us to break. So without knowing how to better our rest, the cycle will continue of poor sleep and high anxiety and stress levels. So stress affects our sleep, but what does the lack of sleep cause? Well, this affects how our body heals. According to the article, sleep deprivation reduces the recovery of muscle and injury. When we are sleep impaired, our protein synthesis is reduced. So this decreases our muscle restoration. So specifically for those who work out or lift weights, when we feel that soreness in our muscle, when we sleep, we reduce a protein synthesis, which heals our muscle. And when we do not sleep, it takes longer for it to heal, and we will not see those results that we want. Insufficient sleep directly affects our health. According to the Doctor's Guide to Sleep Solutions for the Stress and Anxiety, we make a peripheral blood mononuclear cells, also known as PBMC cells, which are infection-fighting antibodies that we create during sleep. So according to the same source, unsatisfactory sleep affects our brain and changes how we function daily. So this changes might be in our mood, we may seem overly emotional and experience some fatigue. So good quality sleep is important to function and health, in our health. Let's figure out how to improve our sleep. So according to the Doctor's Guide to Sleep Solutions for Stress and Anxiety, we need sleep hygiene, which is the habits that we create for a better sleep. So something that source recommends is a warm bath, which raises our body temperature, and as we get out of the bath and are exposed to the room air, it cools our bodies and signals our body to get ready to sleep. Another habit that the source recommends is to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, creating an internal alarm clock inside your body. According to the article, Sleep Better, Get Sharper, these are some tips that will help improve our sleep. We should only use our bed to sleep. If we hang out or play video games in our bed, it doesn't feel like a resting place, it feels like a hangout place. So with that being said, we should also try to read or listen to music before going to bed. We should avoid exercise for 4 hours before bedtime, and we should stay away from caffeine and nicotine 4 to 6 hours before going to bed. Now that you know how to improve your sleep, let me remind you of the negative effects of poor sleep. Insufficient sleep and stress is a vicious cycle, and unhealthy patterns affect our well-being both physically and mentally. So let's stick to our sleep hygiene and improve our rest. We need to make sure we make time to sleep properly and effectively. So with all that being said, I wish you all sweet dreams.